Welcome guys for my YouTube channel called as Bio Hub. Now before starting with the Bio Hub, which is my channel, let me introduce with the subject biology. Bio means living organisms and logy means study. And henceforth now we are going to study the living organisms. Now before studying living organisms, I would like to tell you that living organisms perform various functions like reproduction, nutrition, digestion and many more. Today I am going to discuss the topic that is called as reproduction. Now let me tell you how organisms do reproduce. Basically the organisms reproduce by two methods. Now what are those methods? One is asexual and the other is sexual. Let us guys focus on the asexual reproduction. Basically what is asexual reproduction? Here there is involvement of only one parent. Okay, like if I am calling there is 2n who is the parent cell will reproduce same daughter cell which is 2n and 2n. So this is the daughter cells which are obtained from this parent cell is all symmetrically to the parents. Now I am going to tell you about the sexual reproduction. What is sexual reproduction? Wherein this 2n becomes n and then n, and after that getting another n from another parents, it becomes 2n. Okay, now here in sexual reproduction there is involvement of two parents and it gives birth to a single daughter cell. Now let us first talk about the asexual reproduction. As I have told you that here there is a formation of daughter cells from one parent cell. So let us discuss one by one. I am going to first talk about the fission. Here I have the diagram for you guys. Now this is the fission which is in amoeba. We all know amoeba, right? We can memorize the amoeba as amoeba as well, right? This is the amoeba. It has the nucleus. Okay. Now day by day during favorable conditions, when they get proper environment, proper water, proper food and everything, they gets divided by themselves. There is a process called as elongation wherein the nucleus also starts dividing. When they starts dividing, they forms a two daughter cells. Can you see? And this daughter cells look similar like their parent cell. This was all about the amoeba fission. Fission in amoeba, it looks like this. But what about the multiple fission? This I can call it as a binary fission because single parent cell got converted to double daughter cells. Now as I am talking about the multiple fission, this also occurs in amoeba, but as in your textbook it is given plasmodium, I would like to tell you that this is the plasmodium. It is the cyst. What happens during unfavorable conditions when the plasmodium doesn't get water, food very well? What happens is the nucleus starts dividing inside the cyst, and during favorable conditions when they get water and everything, eventually the cyst gets burst and all the nucleus get out of the cyst, and henceforth this each and every daughter cells, this each and every nucleus gets converted to daughter cells. Now we have a regeneration in planaria. We have all seen wall lizard, right? This wall lizard, what happens? Have you ever seen wall lizard when they you must have seen that there half of the portion is being cut. We cannot say it is cut. It is the process called as regeneration. What does regeneration means? Wherein if this much portion is cut, like I have shown you the three parts over here, every part gets converted to the entire planaria. This is called as regeneration, and this is the process, right? Now we are going to budding which is obviously seen in hydra. Hydra is basically a plant. We cannot call it as a plant, but it is a phytoplankton. That is, it lives in water only. Okay, so this is the hydra. It has tentacles. Can you see it? As suppose this is the tentacles. Okay, this tentacles, it allows it for grabbing the food. Okay, food material. Now as they grab the food material, there is a portion called as outgrowth. Here outgrowth occurs, and this outgrowth is nothing but called as buds. These buds, after favorable conditions and getting more and more water, they again develop into a hydra, and this hydra gets when gets detached, it lives a life independently. Now we call it as come to a spore formation. You must have seen spore formation in 9th standard as well, and microscope as well. We all know the bread. Yes, this bread, if we keep it for longer times in moist condition, there will be a growth of fungus, and those fungus are nothing but rhizopus. Okay, this rhizopus has the spore formation capability, wherein, can you see, this is the balloon like structure where there is a formation of spores. During favorable condition, it is same, all the spores, this balloon like structure gets burst out, and all the spores gets released from this particular rhizopus, and every spores live its life independently. Now let us comes to the vegetative propagation. What is vegetative propagation? It is basically seen in bryophyllum. Okay, this is the bryophyllum is the species of leaves wherein the other birds also gets growth, and these birds individually can occur as a new leaves. Why vegetative propagation? Vegetative propagation is basically a generation of vegetative propagation is basically generation of new species from any part of the plant. Now let me tell you that you must have seen potatoes. This is the potatoes. Okay, potatoes there is called as eye. Okay, we have potatoes with eyes. Okay, and after, if we want to cultivate this potatoes in the field, what we need to do is we need to cut the potato with each eye, and we need to put it as a seed. Now this particular potato seed, part of the potato, will give rise to many potatoes, and henceforth, when I am talking about the vegetative propagation, this is basically the funda that a single part of that particular thing will give rise to the same part, right? Whereas in everywhere I have told you that it is the germs or nucleus or seeds which are growing from there, but in vegetative propagation it is basically the generation of new species from the part of the plant. Okay, so with this I have done with my asexual reproduction. Okay, this was basically the asexual reproduction. We have done the vegetative propagation, we have done the fission, which we have seen we have done the fragmentation as well. Fragmentation is basically, I will tell you, it is the Spirogyra. Okay, Spirogyra, it is like this. Okay, this Spirogyra, it fragments in the sense it gets broken, like it gets like this, it gets separated like this, and each separated Spirogyra will separate into a new daughter cell. Okay, which will be like their parent cell itself. Okay, so this was all about the Spirogyra. We saw the regeneration in planaria. This is budding in yeast. Okay, I'll tell you that also. This is, suppose this is yeast. Okay, this has the after a favorable condition, this will result into a formation of bud, and ultimately there will be a time when this bud will get detached and will form a new yeast. Okay, with the nucleus. Okay, so this was all about the budding. This, as there is a formation of buds, it is called as budding. Now we have seen budding in hydra. Hydra is basically a multicellular organism, whereas yeast is a unicellular organism. So this you have to keep in mind. Okay. Now when I talk about the this sexual reproduction we are going to study in our next video lecture. For that you need to subscribe, share and also like my video. If you have any comment you can comment on my channel. Guys, always understand that science is not to rectify, it is to understand the concept, and I am here to help you with the concept. Thank you so much.